Joko Widodo and Naruto Uzumaki are both relatable and grounded figures that attracts a lot of followers due to their backgrounds. Their rise towards the highest office in their country is regarded as heroic. Though there are plenty of similarities, these similarities are by no means accurate and are only a general description of the themes and backgrounds they share. Both came from really humble backgrounds. Jokowi started off as a small business owner selling wooden carpentry who made it big when his products were fancied by French people. He was then elected into mayorship of his city before coming into presidency. Naruto grew up as an orphan who the entire village hates for no reason aside from a demon being sealed inside him against his wish. It took 700 chapters for Naruto to reach his goals. How many chapters until Luffy finds One Piece? I wonder. 69,000? Jokowi is known for his down-to-earth approach and very close interaction with the people. Naruto has a very strong character and relatable personality that wins the respect and adulation of many people. Both are committed to social welfare and prosperity. Jokowi focuses on building infrastructure and improving social welfare programs to help the little people. Naruto embodies the will of fire and strives to protect the well-being of his people, with his tenure as Hokage being the most quote-unquote humane. Both are bringers of a new era. Jokowi's presidency in Indonesia marks a new era in Indonesian history, elevating Indonesia into the status of a regional power where Indonesia leads its neighbors. Meanwhile, Naruto's era marked a more peaceful and advanced society, where technology has become a commodity instead of a luxury and villages shares close ties with each other. Why SB is Kakashi Hatake, the 6th Hokage? SB and Kakashi have very similar experience and familiar backgrounds, but comparisons between the two are drawn from general themes and traits they share, rather than any accurate reflection. Both were highly decorated soldiers before venturing into politics. SB was one of the brightest cadets of his class, qualified for the U.S. Army Ranger School, trained with the prestigious 82nd Airborne Division in Fort Bragg, and studied tank busting in Belgium and Germany. Kakashi was the top of his class and went on to become the youngest Jonin in the Hidden Leaves history at 12 years old. Kakashi then joined the Anbu and became an Anbu captain at 13 years of age. Both were known for their democratic and modernizing rule. SB led Indonesia after the chaos of the Reformation and attempting to liberalize a lot of government institutions and better freedom of press, making Indonesia more open to democracy. He also made attempts to push poverty and laid the groundworks for Indonesia's infrastructure. Kakashi's time as Hokage saw him transform the Hidden Leaf from a rural and traditional village community into a modern city-state society. Both are also known for their diplomatic and peaceful approach to world affairs. SB was an active proponent in ASEAN integration and sought to make Indonesia a more active player through the regional and international dialogue. Kakashi was an active member of the Shinobi Union and regularly tried strengthening ties with his neighbors for the sake of a peaceful world. Also, both were known for their calm and collected personalities. SB is known to exude a tremendous amount of daddy energy and is cool and smooth when facing obstacles and detractors. Kakashi is a very aloof and cool person. He focuses on most of the issues at hand with low stress and always seems to know what to do next.
Subscribe to the Based Indonesian Show. Dijamin halal.
He's known to be a media darling and as such has been photographed wearing hip and young fashion in an attempt to ingratiate themselves with the younglings, and has done plenty of oopsies in the name of racking votes, such as when he rejected Israel from playing football in Indonesia. Because of this, Palestinians everywhere have a picture of him in their houses and thank him after thanking God after they eat their meal, grateful that Ganjar has saved them by denying Israel the luxury of playing football. Ganjar is also pretty down-to-earth. He's a cool guy that likes to hang out with the little people and presents himself as your average cool uncle that likes to hang out at the evenings and send you the baddest vids. If there's any great videos, you can count on Ganjar for his recommendations. All in all, a lot of people like Ganjar but are annoyed that he can be a slave to the PR. They are also definitely afraid of his backer, Megawati, who is the chairwoman of the Indonesia's Democratic Party of Struggle, a big red party that controls a lot of things in Indonesia. So, vote this guy if you want our country to be as mighty and absolute as China. Lastly, we have Senator Armstrong. Lastly, we have Anies Baswedan. If you drain all the testosterone from Senator Armstrong, then you get this guy, who's all brains and no bronze. Coming from a well-educated Arabic family, the dude is a huge nerd from the start, and it is a good thing. Because he spends most of his days studying and grinding, to the point where he gets shipped to the US for studying a bit too hard. When he came back, he studied more, became a university president, and then he studied more. So someone thought it would be a good idea to get this smart guy to be a president. He then debated in the Democratic Party's presidential convention to get the presidential chair, but didn't debate hard enough, losing to this guy. So he studied more. Was selected by Jokowi to be the Minister of Education. This dude was so smart, he ignored Jokowi's Smart Indonesia card for students and their education so he can make up his own shit, but got booted out from the office. He then became the governor of Jakarta and studied where flood came from and how to stop traffic jams. This man is the epitome of taking everything in life as a lesson and used everything in his power to study instead of doing unnecessary shit like improving Jakarta's traffic. There's almost 11 million people living here, so traffic jams are inevitable unless we want to ship the people out of the city. So he knows what's good. Anyways, a viewer of mine on TikTok who seems to be an advocate of all things that is right said that there is no way to prevent the crime until the crime is done. Such is a typical American way of problem solving, which is to usually wait for an issue to blow up and get casualties and promise a solution yet never doing anything towards it. Which is why going to American schools or public areas have a higher mortality rate than serving in the Russian ground forces. They said I ought to treat trans crimes with the mindset of fighting terrorism and ban all Muslims from America after 9/11. Basically saying that I should treat a bathroom as a country. And honestly, that seems to be a fair judgment to make. Bathrooms are where we are supposed to feel protected and dump all our output into, much like countries. So, why shouldn't we treat bathrooms as countries? All women, trans, and cis everywhere must feel the safety and comfort of a bathroom. They have the right to conduct their business however they want inside the bathroom per their identity. And therefore, all bathrooms must be countries. I seriously never opened up my mind to this idea, but it can seriously get us somewhere and protect all women from harm. Firstly, we must install a checkpoint in front of every bathroom. In order to enter the bathroom, women must show their passports to the immigration officers and submit to a background check if necessary. This is to ensure that a woman has no weird tendencies to commit crime or cause harm and trouble inside the bathroom. Application can take a while, but once you wait 3 hours, you're all set to dump your business. Secondly, every bathroom must have a police force inside the bathroom. This is in order to prevent crime and to arrest perpetrators that manage to get past the checkpoint and background check, or to break up disagreements and feuds over who gets the bathroom stall or the sink. Bathroom police will often do a regular checkup inside the stalls to make sure everyone is following the rules and everyone is safe. So, if you don't comply with their checkups, they have all the right to break down your door and seize you while you're in the privy. Bathrooms must also set up their own council, a group of women who regulate their respective bathrooms with laws and regulations. They decide the immigration policy, the law and order, bathroom itinerary, and maintenance such as who gets to clean up the clogged toilet in the damp and dark corner stall. Bathrooms should also absorb taxes. After using the bathroom, you need to pay up taxes to the bathroom council so they would have the budget to clean bathrooms. Take inspiration from Indonesia, where they charge you for every drop of piss and after you walk out of the stool.